Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this, I'm having way too much fun with these folks. My guest for this segment is Emma Foster, William Thurston.
Absolutely.
Did I get that right?
You
William
did.
Thurston and Treva White. I am batting 1,000. This is going to be a great interview. We're going to talk about all things travel, plus the ability to, as you're doing all things travel, maybe make some money for yourself. You know, I was talking to Emma before we went on camera that what type of people do they want to reach today? And they got some good information for the people they want to reach. But, you know, if you happen to be one of those individuals that would like to travel, but maybe travel's just a shade outside of your budget, stay tuned, watch, because they got some information that will go directly to where you're at, what you want to do, and experience and express in your life. So, first off, William, we're going to talk about iBoomerang. What is iBoomerang?
Well, Ibuumerang is the brainchild of our CEO, Mr. Holton Buggs, and Mr. David Manning. They formed a union, a strategic alliance, if you will, a couple of months ago, back in September. And they had an idea, you know, because every great brand comes from an idea.
That seed that grows into the great oak tree, man, of success and betterment in your life, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So at one time, his vision altered and it changed. His vision, he's made over $150 million, Mr. Holton Buggs.
He's made a few pennies then, hasn't he?
He's made a few
Obviously,
pennies.
he's been successful. I want to hear his ideas.
Yes. So what his initial idea, he was going to start, as you know, Expedia and Priceline, they're not a travel company, they're a marketing company.
Right.
They don't book travel.
No.
You can book travel on their website. And the only difference between Expedia and Booking.com and Priceline and all these other ones is a term we use in marketing called brand awareness. You've heard of it.
Right.
But if I'd have came to you, say, 7 years ago and I said Uber,
Yeah.
you would have been like, what is
what?
an Uber?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So what we're doing is he had an idea that everybody, because a lot of people don't have $11 million to start their own .com.
Yeah, so that's kind of true. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
So what his vision was for each person that wanted to participate in the e-commerce for less than $1,000, you can own your own Expedia and Priceline. Our website, Boomerang, you can book. What we brag about is we specialize in 5-star, 4-star travel at 3-star prices. So, for instance, if you wanted to, maybe you've never stayed at the Embassy Suites, maybe you haven't stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, different places along those lines. Mm-hmm. We make it affordable for you, where you can. So we essentially, the brilliance of Uber is it's a free app. The brilliance of Expedia is free. Mm-hmm. And we give you a free app. Mm-hmm. You can use that app and book travel, and for every dollar that a person saves, you earn 50 cents. So we've done our algorithm, and the average person on a full-blown vacation,
right?
Let's say they go to Punta Cana or Cancun, Mexico, they're going to save about half of that. And let's say that's about $500 or $600. Well, if that person booked travel on your Boomerang, on your own personal site,
right,
they're going to earn a commission of $300. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot of money till you have 1,000 customers. And if you times 300 times 1,000, imagine if you had 1,000 customers a month that saved about $300. You do the math.
You betcha. And what Emma was telling me is I can do this from the luxury of my own home.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That I don't have to get out and pound the streets or whatever, but I can work the program, and the program will work for me, and I can create not only a business that provides me with some income, but in the process I can help friends, family, save bucks, and their friends and family save bucks, and so on and so forth. Sure. Build that out there, and as they're saving bucks, I'm making bucks, and then I can travel at a lower rate too. Hey, I'm liking this.
Yes.
This is good. All right, so and we've got Treva on the line. Treva, you there?
I am. I'm here, Steve.
Okay. So what you hearing? Sound good to you?
It's better than good to me. It's great to me, Steve. As a mompreneur, which means that I'm a mom, domestic goddess, and I'm an entrepreneur. But my son He's just been accepted to an awesome engineering school there at ASU, and I can tell you, as a working mom, that $300 goes a long way.
Oh, man, I bet you it does. Yeah, I've had kids, and we don't want to go there. Making good money. All right, Emma, how long you been with Ibuumerang now?
Ibuumerang, I have been with for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Again, Ibuumerang is 3 months old.
Yeah, but you've been with
In
the
corporation.
predecessor to it,
Yes,
right?
3 years.
And what drew you to this in the first place?
Initially, what drew me to the business was taxes. I was looking for tax benefits, tax write-offs.
Oh, okay.
Owning a home-based business, you're able to write off, your monthly bills become monthly expenses.
Yeah.
So it just helped my household get out of a tax debt. And then I looked further into it, and I see that it was a lucrative business. It's travel. Who doesn't travel?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to travel.
Well, I'll tell you
whether
who
it be
doesn't
one time a
travel.
year.
A lot of housewives don't travel
No, we
because
don't.
because they don't have an income that
Nope.
allows them to travel.
But here we show you
But
how
all
to
of a
get that.
sudden, we're opening a door that that housewife and listen, ladies, just because I'm using the term housewife, it could be house lady, house husband, house individual. Doesn't make any difference how you nail it. If it sounds like it might be a description of what you're doing or where you're tied to, and you want to get out of being tied to that, go for it.
Yes.
Forget the titles, descriptions I'm using. This sounds like a great program,
Anybody can do it.
and anybody can do
Anybody
it.
can do it. And we will train you. We will walk you hand in hand.
You'll train me?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes. Everything's online.
So I'm not on my own. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
it's not.
You're in
you-
business for
you-
yourself, but you're not by yourself.
So
Our goal is
I
to
got
help
a
you.
support team.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Humongous support
So
team.
humongous. That's bigger than big.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and William, are you part of that support team?
I've been lending my support in this industry for a while. That's what I love. Each one teach one. Each
Now,
one reach one.
Emma, I want you to take a look at this man. He's talking. His face lights up. He's smiling.
Oh,
you
yes.
know, you got to like what you're doing
Oh,
if you can
yes.
get that kind of smile on your face while you're talking about what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I get a smile on my face
Yeah.
when I do what I do. I like it, too.
Well, the smile on his face is wonderful, but you need to see him live in
Yeah.
person and in full action. A total different character. A beast comes out. He
he's-
awakens that beast inside himself, and he delivers.
He gets out. Does passion come out?
Oh,
Man, he gets out there.
tenfold.
I kind of thought he might have had that in,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's been so cool, calm, and collected here,
Oh, yeah. Very,
But then he told me ahead of time, he doesn't quite, he's not from the Pacific Coast area, so he doesn't quite match with the time. You're going to go back to one time zone different, and you're gonna charge it up, right, William?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, what are you going to bring to the table when you're talking to people?
I always ask people one question. And it's I don't want to talk about millions because a lot of people don't have that,
Right.
it intimidates some people.
Listen, if I
So-
can make 50 cents extra a week, I'm doing good. So I hear you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things I like to ask people, if there was one thing that you could change, whether it's a car,
Yeah.
maybe you don't like your car, maybe your car doesn't have air conditioning,
Yeah.
and maybe you want to move from a different area to another area. And one of
Uh-huh.
the things that I always say to people is, think about that. You're talking about an additional $800 a month. That's not a lot. of
Wait,
money.
William, time out. That's $800 a month, but what Emma was telling me, that's $800 a month plus the tax deductions and write-off I get. So instead of being $800, that could be a whole lot more, couldn't it?
Sure can.
Even at the income of $800, at the end of the year, the IRS, which is not your friend, will have to give you some money back, and that's not a bad thing, is
Nope,
it?
not a bad
So,
thing at all.
you win on your ability to travel, you win on the ability to help your friends, you win on the ability to be an entrepreneur for yourself. It's not a win-win, it's a win-win-win, win-win-win, and win-win-win.
All the
And this
boxes
sounds
checked.
great.
It is.
And it all revolves around Ibuumerang. Okay?
So what I try to tell people is, oftentimes money isn't a motivator.
Right.
But your kids not being able to go to private school may be something that motivates you. So always, your question to me, the way that I answered, you said, what do I bring to the table? I find out what a person wants. Some people want $1 million. Some people want 50 cents, like you said.
Right.
Some people want, maybe you want to retire your mom.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to be able to stay at home and travel. Whatever it is that you personally want, we tailor make a program that fits you, because maybe you don't want to have $500,000 a month.
Right.
So at the end of the day, what we teach people is discover your why. What's your why? What gets you up out of the bed?
Okay, I'm
What
going
motivates
to
you?
stop you right here because what it sounds like I'm hearing from you is not only do you provide the service, the wherewithal, But you're telling me that you work with the individuals, helping them determine their personal goals, their personal vision, statement, plan, or whatever, so that what really hits them in their heart,
Correct.
Right.
that they get in touch with that,
Yeah.
and that's the horse they ride to success through
Correct.
through Ibuumerang.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah, and you travel around a bit, William, sharing this, and you like doing it because you travel. Do you use Ibuumerang when you travel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just
Absolutely.
making sure that
Absolutely.
you're
We're
using
a
the
product
stuff.
of the product.
All right.
Absolutely.
So Treva, up there in Washington State, tell me
Yes.
about Ibuumerang up there. How's it going?
Ibuumerang is going fantastic. As you know, we are a product of the world. We are a global product. So you can use our product anywhere in the world, any city. I was just in Fresno, and again, we are a product of our product. Again, this is such an awesome company to where the CEO actually has a motto of actually building people with his business instead of building his business with people. And we've been able to parlay this into income producing assets for ourselves in our lives. So I'm able to set aside money in different investments now and sowing seeds of generational wealth for my son. I'm not afraid to say that. And it's been a joy. It's been, Mr. Thurston is sitting here with you. He's a humble leader. His story and how he wants to see people be free. We want to see people be debt free. We want them to use this as a tool to get out of debt. And a lot of us are able to do that now because we've put in the work and we've gone around the world talking about it.
Treva, I just don't know, lady. That sounds pretty awesome, and you like doing this, huh? Did you hear me, or did we lose her? I think we might have lost.
You didn't lose me. You didn't lose me.
Okay.
I love it. I don't like it. I absolutely love it.
I kind of had that idea.
She loves it.
And doing it, living up in Washington. Okay, we got these folks here in Fresno, California. Now they're going to be in Vegas next week.
Vegas will be on Saturday the 20th.
We'll be
on
in
Saturday.
Vegas on Saturday.
And you're going to be there too. We
Yeah.
have an event here in Fresno today.
Yes, we have an event here today at 6 o'clock here in Fresno. The address is on our flyer that is
Okay, the
across
flyer's
screen.
on the screen.
Flyers across
Pay
the
close
screen.
attention, folks.
And we also have an event on Sunday here locally in the Tower District at Blends
Okay.
at 6 p.m.
All right. Now, just because I'm not real sharp, what is the date today?
Today is the 18th, July 18th.
On July 18th,
Correct.
we got this going on where?
Here in Fresno, 6 p.m. Off of Herndon and Riverside out by the new development out there.
Okay. Herndon and Riverside out by the new development. So this is Thursday the 18th.
The
So 19th, 20th, 21st. Is that Sunday? Is that
Yes,
what it is?
Sunday the
See, I'm getting my
21st.
days right. So on the 21st, there's going to be an event here in the tower. Where in the tower?
At Blends.
At Blends?
Yes, at
Okay.
6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. So if you can't make it today out in Fresno, you can make it Sunday out here in the tower. Oh, there's some great stuff. Okay, Sunday, today, can't make either one, but I'm liking what I'm hearing. How do I get a hold of whoever I need to get a hold of? And Emma, who would that be?
You could reach out to myself, Emma Foster. My phone number is listed, but I'll go ahead and give it, 559-232-5951. Be more than happy to set up a personal one-on-one interview. We'll discuss it, show you a little video, and answer any and all questions.
Awesome. Treva, because this does go out on the internet, I'm sure we can reach out and touch some people up in the northern territories up there in the hinterlands. How do they get a hold of you?
They get a hold of me at Treva White via Facebook. I am Miss Treva on Instagram.
Sounds good. William, do you deal with people face to face, or does it go through the company?
You could just be a fan of what we do. Even if you don't want to participate, you could share our information. I'm BT the Architect. BT the Architect on Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Yes.
In 1849, if I'd have been in Sacramento when what's his name found that gold nugget that set off the gold rush and stuff, yeah, I'd have kicked myself in the rear if I hadn't found that nugget instead of him.
Right.
But, you know, right now in, what's this, 219, you know, just a few years later, sounds like there's another gold nugget that
Oh,
has
yes.
been found here that you're bringing to the world. I seriously, in all
Brand
seriousness,
new.
I've enjoyed this interview. William, I have enjoyed meeting
Thank
you,
you.
talking
Thank you.
with you.
Thank you.
Emma,
Thank you.
I think I've
Appreciate
enjoyed, no,
it.
I've enjoyed meeting you and talking to you too.
Thank you for inviting us back. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Treva, it's been fun. I know you'll never do it again with me, but no, come on back. We'll talk some more. There may be some other things up on the horizon. Sounds like a great venture for people
Yes.
that want to get out, literally want to
Yes,
get
we
out
want to get out and travel.
and
Yes.
have a good time. Pay attention, folks, and I'll see you when we come back.